Hi, it's Dwyer. Dwyer70905.substack.com, where we talk about crypto. Right, I'm going to break protocol here. Nothing I say here should be construed as investment advice. Please make your own decisions. The opinion you should follow should be your own. Just consider this to be a second opinion from a complete stranger online. Folks, it might not be readily apparent right now, but today is a watershed moment in digital assets. This is really almost about as big as it gets, right? There are a few times in crypto's history where it's been bigger. For example, when Bitcoin was created and we eliminated the double spend. That was big, right? But understand, folks, the SEC has approved spot Ethereum ETFs. That is major. Now understand what's going to happen with the price level. You can't just flow into the space and expect immediate profits. You have a group out there, speculators, God bless them, right? They want to buy the rumor, sell the news. They were in the space just to get the run-up before the announcement that a spot Ethereum ETF was approved, right? Many of them are going to leave the space. They don't believe in digital assets. They don't believe in much of anything. They're just riding waves. They're surfers, investment surfers. Right, folks? You need to view everything related to Ethereum from this point forward as a buying opportunity. Right? Understand, once you have the market adjustment, once the quick profit takers come and go, what you're going to have, and understand, Bitcoin maximalists disagree with me on this, and that's fine. But what you're going to have are railroad tracks all over the United States, figuratively speaking, with the trains now being allowed to legally travel on them. Right? This is like railroads in the 19th century. Understand, DeFi is going to seriously challenge, I believe ultimately supplant, traditional finance. What I want people to understand too is Bitcoin proof of work, right? You have Bitcoin miners. You don't have these centralized figures. You don't have a Vitalik Buterin in Bitcoin, right? Satoshi Nakamoto, we don't know whether that person's one person, whether it's a team of people. They've been silent. They're off in the background, right? Just understand, proof of stake digital assets is much more centralized. What the SEC has just done is they've approved a spot ETF for a proof of stake cryptocurrency. Folks, it's a jaw dropper. Understand too how they've separated out everything. As long as the spot ETF isn't involved in staking, and if you own Ethereum, you know all about Ethereum staking. As long as they're not involved in staking Ethereum, the SEC is going to allow them to operate. Folks, the institutional money in the space is going to be huge. You need to go to DeFi Llama right now. Right? DeFi LLAMA. You need to go to DeFi Llama right now to see the total value lock, the TVL, under Ethereum. You're going to be astonished. Today it's Ethereum. Tomorrow it could easily be Solana. Right? Understand, you're going to have more and more of these spot ETFs from more and more of these proof of stake coins. Right, folks? Believe it or not, we've just had a revolution when everyone's looking the other way. A spot Ethereum ETF is far different. I mean far different than a spot Bitcoin ETF. Right now, the spot Bitcoin ETF was huge, and understand the players involved. Some of the biggest names in finance: Fidelity, BlackRock, ARK. Right? Just think about it. Van Eck. The spot Bitcoin ETF took off. It's one of the most successful ETF launches in history. So people are a little dazed and confused, right? Ethereum's a cryptocurrency. It must be like Bitcoin. What's the big deal about this spot Ethereum ETF? Folks, it's beyond huge. Ethereum has smart contract capability. What that means is now lenders, in a manner that's far more transparent than traditional finance, lenders can now flock to the DeFi ecosystem and can lend money over collateralized loans. Where you pledge collateral, you get funding, right? Then, of course, if you default on the loan, the lender keeps the collateral. Folks, that's now been blessed by the SEC. In my opinion, there is no stopping the Ethereum DeFi part of the network. I'm a huge Bitcoin fan. People here online know I've been a huge Bitcoin fan for years. Folks, this news today, which I was not expecting to happen so soon, this news today augurs a new future. Right? What I want people to do is to please look at the Ethereum space. If you're a non-believer, right? If you're a non-believer in Ethereum, what's the harm in watching it, learning about it, figuring out the total value locked, figuring out the DeFi ecosystem? If you start hearing that more and more institutional players, think pension funds, if you start finding out that more and more corporations, just like MicroStrategy has targeted Bitcoin, just imagine if corporations start targeting Ethereum. Right, folks? They don't even have to worry about custody anymore, because you now have an ETF that allows you to trade it from your brokerage account. Right? Understand too the smart contract capability. It's a set it and forget it. If things happen, the smart contract automatically sorts through it. This is kind of like financial artificial intelligence. So if you get one takeaway from this video, it's that as of an hour ago, life for all of us has become different, right? The profit opportunities in Ethereum are off the page. Ethereum's already used more than Bitcoin. Did you know that? Now you're talking about smart contract capability that people can buy from their brokerage account. Honestly, I was not expecting this for some time. It's here now. Figure out the total value locked underneath numerous coins. Figure out the number of L2s, level 2s, right now that are built on top of Ethereum and that make the transactions faster. Figure out the upgrade that just went through on Ethereum that allows for far greater transactional capacity. Right? Just understand, Ethereum, in terms of smart contract capability and implementation, is far ahead of Bitcoin. Understand too, the government really has an equal protection obligation in the United States. Right? You can't approve a spot Ethereum ETF and then tell other proof of stake cryptos that they aren't entitled to their own spot ETF. Right, folks? Expect an avalanche. I'm not talking about the crypto. Expect an avalanche of spot ETFs to be granted over the next 18 months. If you haven't figured it out, This, today, is a big moment. Those are my thoughts. Let me hear yours. I do have a Substack page that talks about crypto. It does have a free membership layer. Again, it's DWYER70905.substack.com. Those are my thoughts. Let me hear yours. I hope you leave them in the comment section of this YouTube video. Let's throw the doors open too. Let's have the public discussion, right? I'm a big fan of Bitcoin, right? I'm a big fan of people like Jack Mallers of Strike, right? Look him up, Mallers, right? I'm a huge fan. I understand the Bitcoin community, and I count myself among them, loves the decentralization with Bitcoin, right? Loves it. We all understand too that if you're a foreign country, if you're any country, and you're thinking, what should I legalize here? You understand you want the commodity, right? You want the digital asset that is so decentralized that there's no Swengali who's going to come in, as the founder of the digital asset and then try to tell you how to run your local economy. Bitcoin gives you that. Bitcoin does have some inherent advantages, right? But just understand, folks, smart contract capability, you're talking about a different group of digital assets, right? The granddaddy of smart contract capability just got granted a spot ETF, right? I'm telling you, this blows the door right off the hinge. And of course, some of the biggest players in finance, again, BlackRock, for example, are involved, right? Expect to see a lot of money come into space. We're at a time right now where America is overly indebted. There's pressure on fiat currency to water it down. The Fed is openly talking about rate cuts. Things like the car market are being decimated. Stores like Target are talking about the consumer looking tapped out. And you mean to tell me that there are deflationary cryptos, limited supply cryptos, that are likely to retain their values better than fiat currency? Which one do you think has more upside for young people right now who are looking at a median price of a home which is up around $900,000 in the United States? Think it through. I hope you leave your thoughts. Bitcoin maximalists are encouraged to comment as well in the comment section of this YouTube video. I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for stopping by. It is truly a big day.